Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we've got a really fascinating set of articles and notes all about the rise of Moroccan football academies. It's pretty clear from what we've seen that it's not just like a typical sports story. You know, this is about how Morocco is trying to become a real, major player in the world football scene.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's really interesting. It seems like a very carefully crafted strategy, I'd say.
Right.
Combining youth development, international partnerships, and really significant government investment.
Yeah, it seems like they're really trying to build like a powerhouse from the ground up,
Absolutely.
Starting with the youth.
Yeah, and one of the key pillars of that strategy is definitely that emphasis on youth development. You've got the Mohammed VI Football Academy, for example. It's not just about churning out elite footballers.
Right.
It's about developing well-rounded individuals.
Yeah, we read a lot about how they really focus on education. Can you tell us a bit more about what makes their approach so unique?
Yeah, so they've got this, full academic curriculum built right into the training program.
Wow.
Students at the academy actually work towards a baccalaureate diploma alongside all of their football training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a demanding schedule, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it ensures that these graduates are prepared for a future beyond football, if that's what happens.
Yeah, so it's not just a fallback plan.
Right.
It's built right into the system.
Exactly. And it's really producing some impressive results. I mean, you've got graduates like Youssef En-Nesyri scoring goals for Sevilla FC.
Oh, yeah.
Nayef Agourd, key player for West Ham.
Yeah.
Real proof that this academy is developing both talent and character.
Yeah, those are some big names playing in some really top leagues. But what about the players who don't make it to those, top European leagues? Does the academy help them find other paths?
They do, yeah. The academy staff works super closely with students to identify their strengths and interests and, really helping them explore alternative careers, sports management, coaching, other fields. I mean, they understand that not every student's going to become a pro footballer, but they want to equip them for success no matter what that looks like.
That's great. It's a really holistic approach.
It is.
But Mohammed VI Academy is not the only one out there.
No, it's not. You've got the Raja Club Athletic Academy, which just opened its doors in 2022.
Wow.
Boasting, state-of-the-art facilities, similar focus on academics.
It's interesting to me that the emphasis on providing opportunities for youth from underprivileged areas. It seems like these academies are more than just training grounds.
Yeah.
They're like engines for social mobility.
It really is a key aspect of Morocco's football strategy. By providing access to that quality coaching and education, they're not only, nurturing talent, but they're creating pathways for young people from disadvantaged backgrounds to improve their lives.
So we've got these amazing academies.
Yeah.
But what about exposure to top-level competition? How are these young players bridging the gap to European football?
Yeah, so that's where the international partnerships really come into play. Moroccan academies are actively forging these links with top European clubs, giving players a taste of those advanced coaching methods, the European style of play.
It's like a pipeline straight to the professional leagues.
It really is, and one of the most striking examples of this is Achraf Hakimi.
Oh, the Paris Saint-Germain star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started in Morocco, honed his skills at Real Madrid's youth academy, and now he's considered one of the most versatile players in the world.
Yeah, his ability to play both as a fullback and a winger, it gives managers so many options.
It really does.
But did his time in the Moroccan academies, did that specifically prepare him for that kind of adaptability?
That's a really good question, and it's something that we're seeing more and more of with these Moroccan players. A lot of these academies, including Mohammed VI Academy, they emphasize that tactical flexibility and encourage players to develop skills in multiple positions.
So it's a deliberate part of the training philosophy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you can play multiple positions, you're more valuable.
Absolutely.
Have a better chance of making it.
Exactly. It's about giving these young players the tools they need to succeed in a super competitive environment. And it seems to be working because we're seeing a growing number of Moroccan players making their mark in Europe's top leagues.
It's really impressive, especially when you think about the resources available to some of these European clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to what academies in Morocco might have.
It's true, but it really speaks to the dedication and effectiveness of the Moroccan system. It's not just about throwing money at the problem. It's about a really structured long-term approach to player development. But this success isn't happening in a vacuum. The Moroccan government is deeply invested in football, and for good reason.
We read that the government sees football as a tool for social change and national pride. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Of course. So football has this unique ability to bring people together, to transcend social and economic barriers. In Morocco, it's seen as a way to instill that national pride, to inspire young people, and to create opportunities for those who might otherwise be left behind.
It's almost like they're using football as a vehicle for nation building.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And they're backing that vision with
Yeah.
serious investment.
Yeah, we saw mentions of major infrastructure projects. What can you tell us about those?
One of the most ambitious is that proposed Grand Stade Hassan II,
Wow.
which would be a state-of-the-art stadium, over 115,000 spectators.
That's huge.
It's a bold statement of intent,
Yeah.
signifying their desire to host those major international tournaments.
That's incredible. But it's not just about one grand stadium, though, is it?
Not at all. They're investing in renovating existing facilities and supporting grassroots programs all across the country.
Oh.
They understand that a thriving football scene needs that strong foundation at every level.
So it's a comprehensive strategy.
Precisely. It's about creating an ecosystem where talent can be nurtured from a young age and given the opportunity to flourish.
And it seems to be working. I mean, we're seeing this generation of incredibly talented Moroccan players making their mark on the world stage.
Yeah, you're right. And their success stories are inspiring a whole new generation of young athletes, showing them what's possible with hard work, dedication, and the right support system.
So we've covered the academies, the global connections, the government's role.
Yeah.
But what about the players themselves? Morocco has produced some real stars in recent years.
Yeah.
Who are some of the standout figures that we should know about?
I mean, we've already talked about Achraf Hakimi, but there are so many others. Hakim Ziyech, for example, is another player who's captivating audiences with his skill and creativity.
Oh, yeah. He's known for his dribbling ability and scoring those spectacular goals.
He is. From his early days in the Netherlands to his time at Ajax and Chelsea, he's consistently shown he's one of the most exciting attacking players in the world.
His journey from the streets of Dronten to, becoming a Champions League winner is truly inspiring.
Yeah.
And then there's Youssef En-Nesyri, product of the Mohammed VI Academy, now leading the line for Sevilla.
En-Nesyri is a fantastic example of how that Moroccan academy system is developing world-class strikers. I mean, his strength, his aerial ability, clinical finishing, he's one of the most sought-after forwards in Europe.
And his performances in La Liga and the European competitions have really put him on the map.
Oh, for sure.
And these are just a few of the many talented Moroccan players who are making their presence felt in the world of football.
Absolutely. And what's exciting is this is just the beginning. With the infrastructure, the investment, the talent coming through the ranks, Moroccan football seems poised for even greater success in the years to come.
So from grassroots development to international partnerships and star players, Morocco is building a footballing force to be reckoned with. But what does it all mean in the grand scheme of things? We'll delve into that after a short break.
What's really fascinating is that Morocco's footballing ambitions, they kind of extend beyond just winning matches.
Yeah.
They're using it as like a catalyst for broader social and economic development.
That's a really powerful idea.
Yeah.
We touched on the government's vision a little bit earlier, but can you unpack the tangible impact of this? How is this focus on football actually impacting Moroccan society?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the most immediate effects is this surge in national pride. When the Moroccan national team is playing, especially in tournaments like the World Cup, the entire country rallies behind them.
I bet the atmosphere is electric.
Oh, absolutely. And that sense of unity and collective purpose, it extends beyond just match days. The success of Moroccan players in these top European leagues has become a source of inspiration for a whole generation.
Yeah, they see these players as role models.
Right.
Proof that they, too, can achieve their dreams.
Exactly. And it's not just aspiring footballers who are affected. The success of Moroccan football has had this ripple effect throughout society.
Right.
It's instilled a belief that Morocco can compete and excel on the global stage, not just in sports, but in other fields as well.
So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Kind of.
The success breeds confidence, which in turn fuels further success.
Yes, and that confidence translates into some tangible benefits. The growth of the football industry has created jobs, attracted foreign investment, and boosted tourism.
It's amazing to see how investing in football can have those kinds of wide-ranging positive effects.
Yeah, and Morocco is strategically leveraging this momentum. For instance, they've been actively bidding to host major international tournaments, which would further boost their economy and global standing.
Right. We read about the proposed Grand Stade Hassan II
Exactly.
hosting a tournament in a stadium like that would be incredible.
Oh, it would be a statement.
Yeah.
And the benefits go beyond just that immediate economic boost. Building world-class infrastructure leaves this lasting legacy,
Right.
providing state-of-the-art facilities for future generations.
It's a long-term investment in the future of their sports.
Exactly. And it's not just about those elite-level facilities. Morocco is also focusing on developing those grassroots football programs, making the sport accessible to children across the country.
That's vital for creating like a sustainable footballing culture.
It is.
It's really striking to me how interconnected all of this is. They're not just focusing on one aspect.
Yeah.
It's youth development, infrastructure, international exposure, social impact, all of it. It's really impressive.
It is. It's a holistic strategy, and one that seems to be paying off. I mean, we're really witnessing this footballing renaissance in Morocco.
Yeah.
It's a story that's really capturing people's imaginations around the world.
You know, it's one thing to read about it in articles and reports, but it'll be amazing to actually experience it firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
The energy and passion of Moroccan football. To see these academies in action, to feel the atmosphere in the stadiums.
I totally agree. There's this vibrancy and dedication to the sport that's really captivating. You can feel it in the streets, in the local cafes, in the way the kids play the game.
It sounds like it's more than just a sport. It's like a cultural phenomenon.
It really is. And I think that's what makes this story so compelling.
Yeah.
It's about more than just tactics and formations. It's about passion, ambition, and a nation's belief in its potential.
So we've explored the academies, the players, the government's vision, the social impact. It's clear that Morocco isn't just participating.
Right.
They're actively shaping the world of football. But where does this all lead? What does the future hold for Moroccan football?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, they've already achieved so much, but it feels like they're just getting started.
What are some of the key factors that will determine their future success?
I think one really crucial aspect is continuing to invest in that youth development.
Okay.
The academies are producing talented players, but maintaining that pipeline of talent is essential for long-term success.
So it's about making sure that next generation is even better than the current one.
Exactly. Another key factor is staying connected to the global landscape.
Right.
Maintaining those partnerships with European clubs, attracting top coaches, and competing in those international tournaments will be crucial for keeping Moroccan players at the forefront.
It's striking a balance between developing that homegrown talent and embracing global best practices.
Yes, and it's about staying adaptable. The world of football is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Morocco needs to stay ahead of the curve to maintain its competitive edge.
And that's true of any nation trying to reach that level of excellence.
It is.
But Morocco seems really uniquely positioned to achieve something special.
They do.
They've got the talent, the infrastructure, the government support, and maybe most importantly, the passion and the belief.
Yeah, and that belief is contagious.
Yeah.
And when you combine it with a strategic vision and a willingness to embrace innovation, the possibilities are really endless.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
I have a question for you and for our listeners.
Okay, I'm all ears.
With all this momentum, could Morocco become a serious contender on the world stage in the next decade? We've seen the talent, the investment, the vision.
Well, it's fascinating because Morocco is already making waves
That's true.
on the international stage.
They made history at the last World Cup.
They did.
First African team to reach the semifinals.
Exactly. And with this new generation coming through, they're only going to get stronger.
So you're saying they have the potential not just to compete, but to win major tournaments?
I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, they've shown they can go toe-to-toe with the best.
It's exciting to think about.
It is. And it's not just about the results on the pitch. Morocco's success is inspiring a new generation of footballers across Africa and beyond.
It's a story that resonates far beyond their borders.
Absolutely. It's a story about the power of sport to unite, to inspire, and to create lasting change. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into this captivating world of Moroccan football.
This has been a really incredible deep dive into Moroccan football.
It has.
We've learned so much about the history, the academies, the players, the government support, all of it.
It's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you.
And with our listeners, of course.
Oh,
we
yeah.
hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
Absolutely.
And you never know, maybe one day we'll be watching Morocco lift that World Cup trophy.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that would be a sight to see. But, you know, even if they don't win it all, it's clear that Morocco has already achieved something truly remarkable. They've shown the world that with that vision, commitment, a strategic approach,
Yeah.
It's possible to build a footballing power from the ground up.
Their success is a real testament to the power of sport to inspire, to unite, and to drive some real positive change.
It's a story that really goes beyond just what happens on the pitch.
It does.
It's about a nation's ambition, its determination, and its belief in the potential of its people.
And it's a story that's still being written, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows what the future holds for Moroccan football?
But one thing is for sure,
Yeah.
they've earned their place on the world stage.
They have.
And they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
That's for sure.
So to our listener, we really encourage you to keep an eye on Morocco.
Yeah.
Because their journey is far from over.
It is.
And it promises to be filled with excitement, drama,
Oh, yeah.
and hopefully a lot of victories along the way.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of Moroccan football.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep believing in the power of sport to change the world.